Hello everybody, this is Coin Rush here, and today I'm going to be saying about a game called Five Nights at Freddy's, the first one. Right, Five Nights at Freddy's, right, is like a survival horror game, is where you can battle against like your security guard in the building, like this room here. You're in this building right here, is where you're in the front seat looking at an intercom, but you're looking at some sort of camera, right, where you're facing towards, right, so like three animatronics, right. But Foxy though, the fourth one ain't there. And then though, you see a character with a a some sort of creepy look, and then at moments later, you see like animals looking right at you. You see Bunny, Chica, Freddy, or anything like that, or anything that could be possibly gone. But though, it is in fact a scary game. It's in fact, right, what sort of game you actually are playing. If you're playing, right, this sort of game, right, you have to like think about survival, think about fear. But fear is the big thing about these animatronics. Is where a robot goes into another room, right? It's like other robot going into the left side of the room, and like can go into a party room. But the party room, right, is the big thing here, right? The party room is like full of tables, full of chairs for a lot of kids to celebrate a kid's birthday or anniversary. It could be something like that though. But you're in this room, you can't move, you're just gonna have to stare at an intercom all day. But though, the best thing way to avoid getting killed by these animatronics is to stay looking at the intercom. Because if you're gonna look at the intercom, no animals, right, will look at you. Like, you won't get killed. Because these animatronics though, like, if you die, you'll see yourself, right, on there, shoved in a Fred suit. Imagine me, right, if I'm in this room with a security intercom, and me though getting like, oh, it is not very good though when you're in this sort of situation where you have like lots and lots of creatures, like a lot of pictures, a lot of even robot animals. Robot animals like those, like, it's best not to like. It's best, right, to be in a room, right, where you can like be safe without getting killed by these animatronics. But though, there's something about this is. I'm gonna say something about Chica. Chica is like a girl, right? She does can do these, right. Chica, right, is like an animatronic, right? Like all the characters in animatronics. But when they scream at you, right, it is freaky though. Their eyes widen, their teeth shut, and the screen just actually blacked out. But the screen blacks out, the screen goes into fuzz, right? But when there's actually, and then you see yourself like this, right, sat on the corner, the blood dripping on your eyes, blood dripping on your body, and then you're in a Fred suit and you're dead, and that's game over for you. So though, this is my 5 tips you should avoid. You should avoid, right, stay looking at the intercom without getting killed. Check all check the power system, right, because the power systems, right, run very low. It goes up to this big and now it runs out to low. But now you're in this sort of situation, and then the third tip, you have to like press the button, right, like rapidly about, I don't know how many times though, but you got to keep the doors locked. Fourth, stay like I don't know how to say this, but this is the 5th one here. I'm gonna skip the 4th one because don't know what the 4th one is. But the 5th one is, do not even think about touching or bleeding, like, do anything with a first, like Freddy. Freddy's the main guy. He's the man behind the Fazbear's pizza parlor. And then you have to be like a security guard when there's like Freddy, Bunny, or Chica or Foxy could like come after you and just kill you, shove you in a Fred suit. But if I'm working as a security guard, I need to fight. I need to, right? You see, I need to, right, fight. I need to have a different sort of situation. I need to have a different routine. There's a better way, right, to fight. There's an alternate route, right, that you can actually hide. You could hide under the table, or simply fight back there, animatronics, if you got a weapon like a gun or like some sort of brass knuckles. But I don't know if they work or not. But I'm afraid you can't really have that when you're like a security guard, when you're around kids. Even a kid can get like could get killed by one of those animatronics. Foxy, I've seen a lot of arts. I want to say a message to Foxy, right? Foxy, you are in fact a character, right, who's always on the stage when you're out of order. It ain't fair on you, it ain't fair on nobody, but I gotta say, a lot of people like you. I like you as well, but when you're, like, meeting a security guard who's petrified and scared and confused, right, what sort of person that you really are. I know that you're an animal, I know that though. And also to Chica, you're in fact a lovely girl, right? You're in fact a lovely girl who loves pizza a lot, which acts like everyone's favourite food. But then, and I got a message to Bonnie here. Bonnie, if you are in fact a brilliant, like associated sort of robot, right? Which who actually plays the guitar. And Fazbear, like Freddy, I got some for Freddy here. This is a big one for Freddy. Freddy, no matter of fact that what sort of way that you're treated by your owners, your whatever you're owned by, but if you're made right to be a machine, well you are a machine actually, but when you're made to be mistreated or get neglected on, it's best right to fight back these sort of animals. It's best right to fight back who do really have the imposity, the monstrosity to say that. The monstrosity to fight someone back though is actually literally pounding them. Like pounding them with your bare hands. You can't really use a weapon because if you use a weapon though you're just gonna end up getting arrested and put in prison. But the best way is to use your hands because your bare hands are your own main weapons. And right now though, right now, this is just my point is though, my point across is that Five Nights at Freddy's were the best, I say, the most popular game I've actually ever seen on the internet and on YouTube that's ever been created the first time. I bet there's like another sequel to it. I bet there's actually literally a sequel towards like there's a second one, there's a third one, there's a fourth one. But though, I'm actually going to talk about that though with my second video. But the second video will come up sooner or later. But well, guys, I think that's it though. I think that's it for my commenting about Five Nights at Freddy's, the first one. And also, one last message to Five Nights at Freddy's. And to the, yeah, alright. Five Nights at Freddy's, like, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and Freddy, if you actually are watching this video, or people are playing as like a fursuit out of it, you should realise that if you are if you're finding humans like they're not very trustworthy, well, you got to realise that humans aren't all evil. It's the way that life and environment brings us up. And if you're gonna meet a security guard, like, he is gonna be scared of you because he doesn't know what you really are. But in fact, all the fans around the world who loves Five Nights at Freddy's, you are going to love the game because in fact in a moment, you are in fact astonishing, most popular, and the most scariest games we ever played. But I think Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, I think you all fuck you. But right now, guys, this is Corey Marshall signing off, and thank you for watching this video. Good night.